What's going on, guys? Today we are looking at the informed Mkhitaryan, and it's coming up next. So in today's video we're going to be having a look at the informed Mkhitaryan, 86 rated left wing. He's gone from having an 84 cam as well as an 88 European live cam, which you could do at an SBC. I believe he was 86 as well when you got him, I want to say, and then he's gone up 2, and then I believe they're gonna do the Europa tonight, so he may even go up to an 89 as well, depending on, not even seeing who they're actually playing, but he could go up to an 89 and then potentially a 90, which would be absolutely incredible for this card. But we're looking at the left wing today. Some really nice stats on him, actually. So we're going to go into the basic information first. He's got 4-star skiller with a 5-star weak foot. I think that is absolutely incredible for this card. He's right-footed, standing at 5'10", with a medium work rate. So again, with this card, I'd have him predominantly as a 4-3-3 or a 4-3-2-1. I'd have him staying up front just because left wings, I don't really need him tracking back. He's not got the defensive stats that I want. So I'd rather have him up front where he's more deadly. And actually, he managed to score quite a few in my games, actually. Really surprised with him. I don't really like cards like this that I like more as a cam. I think he was absolutely outstanding as a cam. But I don't really like them shifting over to the wings. Normally it's where I really don't like. Same with the Zaha. I prefer them staying in their position that they were. And to be honest, I think FIFA's better down the middle nowadays. So I have tried him left wing and I have tried him as a striker / cam as well. Just to see what the 86 is like. So looking at the price at this moment in time, he's standing at around about 56.5k for the Xbox and 50, just shy of 50k on the PlayStation. He will drop, no doubt. Maybe not too much more. He was, I think, about 80k when he first came out, and obviously he starts dropping instantly. And I could probably see him go into maybe just below 50 on the Xbox, potentially a little bit lower, but the SBCs do outweigh that now. Now we've got the prime moment SBCs in place, and they'll stay forever. I think the informs will slightly always be a little bit higher than what they have been in the past, just because that's just the way they work. So looking at his stats in game, he's got some nice ones. He's got pretty average overall with most of the stats. He's got 84 pace, 81 shooting, 84 passing, 71 physical, and a whopping 87 dribbling. So really happy for 50k. I'm not really complaining at the stats. Looking at a few of the kind of outstanding ones, obviously he's got 85 stamina, very nice already. 89 vision is a nice one, 88 shot power, 85 positioning, 89 agility, 88 ball control, also as well 88 curve. He's got some really nice stats that stand out to me, and I really like that about this card. And it's a weird one because when he first came out, obviously he was only an 84, very unusable in my opinion. And then the Europa Live card was really nice. Obviously to start with, I didn't rate it highly as a cam as an 86, but looking at this card, he's actually somewhat decent, which I was very shocked at, and I didn't really expect it from him. I think he definitely could work himself into some division teams. Probably not foot champs, to be honest. I think there's plenty of players out there worth 50, 60k that you could probably have on the left wing, or if you're going to put him into cam, that you could probably buy. To be honest, I think Neymar, how much is Neymar nowadays? I think he's not actually that much at the moment, I want to say. Oh, so it's 388k actually. He's quite expensive. I didn't think he was that much. Quickly just check Hazard as well, just before I get into what I do like. So you basically put another 110k on and you can get Hazard. Personally, Hazard is OP in this game, and that would be more your foot champs player. Whereas I think Mkhitaryan, if you packed him, got him in your red picks, I'd be pretty happy with him. I think he's definitely a usable player. Realistically, like I said, foot champs is probably a no-go just because the amount of meta players in this game is unreal. But as a BPL squad goes, or even an Arsenal squad, to be honest, he probably could get in there quite comfortably. I think he plays really well. He seems to be always in the position as a striker left wing, always available for that ball, and really he's got a fantastic dribble on him for only, well, I say only 87. That's quite high in terms of rating. I think he's really good at having that ball and going past players, and that's something I didn't really expect Also, the 5-star weak foot adds a massive bonus for me. You can hit it on both feet, and he's perfectly fine and capable with both, which is something I really like with wingers. 4-star skill moves, very, very nice. Obviously, the 5-star adds that little bit more flexibility in some of the skills. Personally, like I've said in many videos, I'm not the best of skillers. I'm trying to learn more and more, but if even 4-star, I think you can definitely do a lot of nice skills with him and get past defenders that way as well. So it does add that element of a really nice dribbler slash kind of... I prefer him as a cam personally, but I think even on the wing, he's very good. He's got somewhat decent pace. Obviously, if you whack a hunter card on him, which personally would be, for me, would make the most sense, he'd have 93 pace and 86 shooting. I think then that becomes a really, really usable card. The pace is fantastic. Shooting, again, is something really, really high. He'll have 98 shot power, 99 volleys, 90 positioning, and 83 finishing. So I think that really adds him into that striking role, and I think that's something that people need to consider with this card. So realistically, you'd be paying what? Say if you was doing it now, you'd pay 55k for the card, and then you'd put an extra 5k on for the Hunter Chem style. For 60k, that's a very usable left wing, and I really think a lot of people need to try him out. If you haven't got the Europa card, obviously that adds more benefit to you. The Europa card, if a lot of people may have done it. Personally, it was in my kind of hey moment of FIFA where I did absolutely every SBC, and I'm quite happy that I did manage to do it, because he has, as his rating's gone up, become more usable in the sense of the ratings have maybe gone up a little bit less than some others. Obviously, it's still only an 88 compared to a lot of people's teams this year that are looking at 90s plus. He's very easily could get into a squad for me. Overall rating, I'm giving him a solid 8.5. I think he's fantastic. Obviously, he's got room to grow. I think personally, physical aspect of him isn't entirely great. Passing could do with a little bit more work, but to be honest, it's pretty solid on the average game. Dribbling, I think, is fantastic. Shooting, again, another one that could use a little bit more clinical, but he isn't necessarily a striker in this card, and it's not his highest rating. So I could imagine that necessarily it wouldn't be that high, just because he is only an 86 on this version. Pace, if you add that Hunter or any other, maybe a Catalyst, if you was looking for someone who's going to be an out-and-out winger and possibly cross it in, maybe you've got Ibra up front or a super sub or Ronaldo or someone who can head the ball like that, you could definitely put a Catalyst on him, and then it makes him the perfect winger, to be honest. As long as you get that pace in there, I think he's most definitely a very, very usable card. Let me know down below, have you used any version of him? Let me know as well, have you got the Europa version? Are you looking forward to seeing them cards somewhat go up quite considerably? I've pretty much got every SBC card that goes up, I'm pretty sure, and I can't wait to see the very end of the Champions League and Europa to see what they stay at. So let me know down below what you think of Mkhitaryan. Let me know, have you used any of his cards? Do you think he's usable? Would he get you in your squad? And make sure you like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next player review. Peace.